Emo, let's go.
Why? Ben, what's with you? You and your evilness and 3 dots and stuff. Whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. Actually, it proves everything.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. No, I'm Mr. Trilloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all that slow, fluffy fool called Ben's fault. Yeah, Ben's fault. While he was flubbing his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. Then walk on your own feet. I don't care if you're a puppet.
That is indeed an incredible shame.
What a shame.
Well, does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove important point? What possibly could it be? He doesn't do enough exercise, but no.
No, his testimony has a flaw.
Well, obviously that.
Yeah, there's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction? I never heard that word before.
Actually, you did.
Ah.
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, big however, the witness just stated that he chased after money, the monkey. When the witness was off chasing money, there was no one watching the plaza.
Aha, infinite dimension blue back screen, yeah.
Phone.
And phone. Actually, that's ring once, why?
Yeah.
That was weird. Anyways, back to the marathon. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory for yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is
2 + 2 = 4!
It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Ooh, I wonder what's he talking about, I don't know.
We never know.
Use the internet! Interesting, Mr.
Well then, tell me, Miss Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped to the past of the Jillian ventriloquist?
I'll object you back. Yeah, although he didn't say anything. Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the rave master, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Also by the blue screen.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you! I wouldn't just go get the door-face trouble. He's got even worth it. I saw him. So no doubt about it, I saw that worthless wire.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Huh, I told you many times, you did think you know my story not changing.
You've already changed your story, thick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
There's only one lie. One lie, there's usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah, Dexter style. For no reason. Where to say Max? It was Christmas Day right now. I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night, does that? Or does it? It showed up after I had been waiting for about 5 minutes. I said good evening. Good evening for someone that doesn't like anyways. To him, but he didn't acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him, and I saw Maximilian Galactica in the scene. There's no way I could be mistaken someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
Wow. Anyway.
So that means the money. Money. That money. Okay, enough with the jokes. Goddamn, I get stuck on stuff. Didn't show until after you saw Max. That's right, money ran up less than a minute after I saw that Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see, I did say about punching this guy. I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived at the scene in that 5 minutes straight.
Mr. Ray, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Yes.
Fine, let's do it.
Obviously, we have to press that part where he says good evening.
Alright, let's do that. Yeah, that good evening sounds weird.
Indeed.
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredible obvious questions. You say good morning in the blah blah blah
Morning.
in the morning, good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious to you I did say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess, that's not is it, Trillo? You say good evening at night. I'm sorry, Trillo.
Mr. Quiz, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist's act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible! A performer lives to breathe at a performance. You should know better.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony.
Yes.
About...
Tuesday evening greeting.
Yep. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is that strange that Caruso to one of you co-workers?
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Oh, that hurt!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything. In this world, you should have learned that back on the grade school.
There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. So how do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in the world, Nick. But I'm sure you already learned that. Okay, according to the guide here, he actually says to actually press something else, but I guess we could do that.
I guess I could give it a shot. Witness will resume his testimony, thank you.
Okay, I guess we can press the last statement if you want. But I think we can present the proof at this point. But let's press it anyway, just to make sure.
Those three ridiculous symbols, huh?
Those curiosities, actually, how many times have you asked this question by now?
Too many.
If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer the occurs. Everyone together now.
This one, I love this. Seal Kid!
Quilt and white roses!
We
haven't done that yet. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think it was just to listen to this.
But I love doing that actually. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's so fun shouting out everyone's else.
No, it isn't.
There has to be a whole with that blah blah blah. Skip this part.
I agree, but we have to prove to make something stick.
Blah 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 blah. Card games blah.
Oh.
Blah blah blah.
Time to go to work.
Okay, let's also press statement 3. It show up after I had been waiting for about 5 minutes.
About what time would you say these events took place?
You are the one of the dumbest people in the planet! If you can't figure it out yourself, you already know the practice finished promptly at 10 PM. And you already know that I went to the logging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around the time that it was when I saw him. And I said 10 more minutes, and I'm sure you can do that. Now that's what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Oh, I'm no good at math!
Sight. It was 10. 10. Okay, there we go.
I love when Phoenix said, I hate math, I'm no good at math! Oh god. Oh yes, that sounds about right.
It sounds about right, because that's the time I saw Max on the scene.
Jeez man, okay, don't yell.
Okay, after the point was pressing, we can actually present that statement for the broken bottle, as they actually in the morning they had breakout.
Yeah.
Breakout, get it?
Exactly. I like the one, I'm no good at math. Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
Hey, if you want to put it that way, I think breakout is a better way to describe it. Fight?
A fight over Regina to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal, it was just an argument and disargument at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
I prefer to say disargument.
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery?
Battery?
Oh, please don't whip me anymore.
Before handling that, we should work out the defendant murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening.
Aha!
Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this Lou would just up and say good evening to his rival.
Aha! Wow. Are you saying this witness is lying? That is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him in the crime scene. Yes. I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify the testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
Yes, it saw someone else.
Exactly. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who we said good evening to.
Good evening. What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person that witness saw was Max at all.
It was your father! Wait, what?
If he had truly met Max that night, it would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactic. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it.
Huh? What in the world, you...
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening then, obviously?
It was Russell Berry.
Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he would greet. It must be Regina! It's Regina, right? She's so cute! No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. It was Regina Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I supposed to get a point there.
I guess if you actually show Regina, you would just say, oh, I knew it would be Regina. And then Francisco would just say, perfect one, and blah 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 blah. But then it would give it a ring and blah 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 and whip. There. That would be the other option. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry.
3 dots exclamation.
The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry.
Indeed.
That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct?
3 dots scope.
No. Answer the question, Mr. Quick.
Yeah, what was not in the text? Wow, yeah.
Use the internet!
And also the computer.
Order!
No, I need the internet for the FAQ. What are you talking about?
How do you respond to this?
But wait a second. Well, first I thought he was the old man. But once I got a better hook at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
Douchebag! I had to do that.
Yeah.
He's such a douchebag. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
Or was it his father? No. The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw at that night. The witness was clearly stated that he saw the defendant with 3 symbols. Yeah, because having 3 symbols.
3 symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now.
Okay, go.
Well.
Oh, wait.
Yes, we know. A skill hat, a quote, and the white roses. Blah, blah, blah.
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
Well, yes, but where is your white roses? What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica?
Yes, like the Still Samurai case.
It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
Ta-da, what?
Miss Kirby.
3 dots.
Do you have clear evidence that the person that the witness saw was a defendant?
Well,
No, you don't. Okay. If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Good.
Yes! I think we finally won a point in this one.
Yeah! That is very unfortunate.
Wait, what? Huh?
You just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What do you mean by that?
Why are you talking so fast? You're very unestablished. One thing informed this witness. You established that this witness saw the person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness in the next part. So see you there. Sayonara! Wait, no.
No, wait a minute.
It's not the end. Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond the shadow of doubt an answer to a question, evidence that query establish one thing, that 2 + 2 = 4. Oh, and that there is no one other than Maximilian Galati responsible for the crime.
Very well, the court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
Good.
Now we can save. Yay! Checkpoint.
To be continued.
Somehow. Phoenix Wright Justice for all. Marathon!
Good.
What the hell I done? What the hell was wrong with me?
Good for you.
It's 7:29 to 11:54 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
Or did you? Dun dun dun. So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly, he told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
I'll be right back. That's what she said. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But then the ringmaster might have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. When I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
So you're saying these are not your stage clothes? They look ridiculous. Which means...
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max.
Exactly.
Fabulous! That's a fabulous impossible possibility!
Well, you said 2 times fabulous and possible. Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go?
What about the white roses?
Double.
Oh, Max, I never taught you that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president?
Huh?
What? President? You're not even a good president anyway. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's very cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper.
And fabulous.
We need the Scooby-Doo gang.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now.
Okay. The 7:29, 12:06 p.m. District Court courtroom number 2. Little thing just to warm up a little bit for this. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in section.
Or is it?
Miss Bookcover, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with a fortune distinction having been entire wrong. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, la la la, la la. Mr. Warrenscourt, please take the stand.
Why didn't she just call him a pitiful clown? Don't ask.
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. We already have it, who cares? Skip this part. 3 dots, his name is 3 dots, I knew it. Name and occupation, only that, not blabbering about.
Wait, for the court. Why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. This ain't the circus. What in the world are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice. That's a comedy club.
Oh well, stand-up comedy. Time for my stand-up comedy number. Wait for it, wait for it. It's not funny. There.
No, sorry. I shouldn't laugh.
Well, that only proves that my joke was not funny, but you laughed anyways.
Sorry.
Yeah, that proved the fact.
Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service.
I don't get
Lots
it.
of dots! Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Potts?
Oh, I get it, Master Seymour for Final Fantasy X! No, I don't.
Oh, put a couple of clowns, they don't have to know good. Started making... What is it?
Your name!
He was singing Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, didn't he?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention.
I think he was. Morris Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mona Clown.
Professional, haha, that's funny. Oh wait, that wasn't a joke. Oh, okay. You witnessed the scene at around 10:50 p.m. the day of the murder, correct?
Yes it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walking into this blood without the humor, please. Okay.
Aw, poor Mo. Can't be his normal stoogey self in court.
Well, this ain't the circus. So
Okay, let's see. What you witness?
Oh, good.
I know.
I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I have been able to make people laugh for 10 years.
Wait,
No
what?
matter what I say, all I get in return is a fake stare and polite applause.
Wait, what?
No one ever laughs at my jokes. I'm taken to laughing at them myself.
Wait, what?
It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying.
Wait, what?
Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Weirdest testimony ever.
Yeah, to summarize what you witnessed that his wife is crap. That's the testimony.
Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here?
Witness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call of help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick with the facts of this case.
Really? You really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man out later.
Thank you, I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe.
We are right now.
Oh, there goes his paycheck again.
No, not paycheck.
I'm just kidding. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. And now it's the real what you witnessed testimony.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
The night of murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They would have been far away though. It was the ringmaster and was with Max was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them and all of a sudden Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. Two silhouettes. Wait a minute.
Silhouettes?
Wait a minute. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Game over.
Game over, yeah!
I'm kidding.
Of course you can. There is no way the account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile.
Yeah, no,
right.
Funny.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor, please.
These jokes are even worse than the laughing scene in Final Fantasy X. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in this testimony.
I know that! Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, you bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling.
Aha!
I understand, Your Honor.
Aha, I don't. If you cause the squander, say well, you're responsible, blah blah blah.
Am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. He is. Anyways, what do we have to press?
Well, what we don't press is the pressing, not the press the pointer stuff that we probably can be penalized. I don't even know anymore. I don't think I ever been penalized in this thing, but yeah, it says here that you can get penalized. Anyways, what we have to press is the third statement. I thought I'd go straight to sleep.
Yeah, it's this one. You just happen to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say a peek, stare, glimpse, peep, eyeballed, Mr. Curls! Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.